So now, once you've got your dollop of stuff, you can just stick it into a bowl.
That looks like a crumble topping as well.
It's a little bit crumbly. Yeah, I mean,
nice.
you can do a thing, you can make granola, a similar thing. It just needs to be sticky enough for it to move, so I won't bother with all of it. This is some ground cinnamon. Again, you can use cinnamon sticks and just break them up if you want it quite coarse, or just already ground cinnamon. I'm only going to do a few. So I call these my equivalent of handmade chocolates. I have washed my hands back, which is just as well. That's it. With raw food, you really just have to be willing to get down and dirty, don't you think?
So, yeah,
and
I
I
love
literally
it.
just roll them like that. The kids
and
love
they're sticking
doing
well,
this.
aren't they?
The kids love this. And that's it. And then just give them a lovely little coating in cinnamon.
Oh wow.
Like that.
And this is good for people who can't do chocolate as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. And that maybe is ever so slightly too big. They're slightly nicer, they're a little bit smaller. Now, I'm not much of a cake maker really, so when my kids needed to take a selection of something to a group they were going to, I thought what I'll do is I'll just make a bunch of these. I put 6 little balls, that's a little bit better size, 6 little balls in a little cellophane bag and tied them at the top, and how fantastic. I was proud of myself. That was a little treat. Like little handmade chocolates without the chocolate.
And they're good for you, and they're sustained for the morning or the afternoon.
The best thing is it's just so quick. So quick. I think if you do them with Manuka honey, they've got a slightly stronger taste than if you do them with agave. But they're both great. And
do you pop them in the fridge or the freezer for a little while? Or do
you can do, but I don't. Just eat them as they are. They tend to go too quick, really.
Yeah.
I do love, I'm sure you already know this trick, but a really fantastic trick is to just put, if you want just a sweet treat every now and then without any work at all, just put dates straight in the freezer.
Oh, in the freezer.
Yeah.
Didn't think of that.
And then immediately you've got like this fabulous little, the equivalent of like a little chocky really.
I'll do that tonight.
Just amazing. They're just amazing. You only need one, and straight from the freezer they're complete treats.
I'm licking my lips. You can't see me, but
yeah. I mean that's a really
good.
simple idea.
So. I do like dates. Dates are good when you just need a quick something sweet.
A quick hit. Yeah. Right, there we go.
They look very pretty as well. They look good. You could imagine the little presentation box.
Put them in a little bag, and they're great. I mean, I'm sure that there's a million varieties on this as well. You could easily do chocolate ones. I've never actually tried doing this recipe with raw chocolate powder, but I'm sure you can. I'm sure it would be really nice.
Did you say this recipe is in a book of yours?
It is.
That you've already written.
This recipe is in Imperfectly Natural Woman,
okay,
which is my first book, and it's also the recipe is also in Imperfectly Natural Baby and Toddler, because I do a whole thing in there about what happens when your kids get to a certain age, and the ice lolly devil comes by. What do you do then? And of course, the answer is you still let them have sweet stuff, but you give them healthy alternatives, and this is one of them. So as long as you don't have a nut allergy, then these are really healthy.
And tell me about your new book that's coming out next year.
Yeah, I've got a book coming out next, which will be a sort of end of May 2010, called The Girlfriend's Guide to Looking Great Naturally. And then the strapline, the other bit, is Without Ditching the Lipstick. Cool. And that's very important to me because my website is imperfectlynatural.com, and the imperfectly natural bit of it is very important because I don't get everything right. I don't suppose anyone does.
Well,
really.
Nobody does.
But no, and I just think I just like to take the pressure off people who think, but I can't buy every single thing organic. I can't eat 100% raw. I can't use every single product without chemicals. And my thing is, well, okay, just do the bits you can. I tend to find that if I'm very passionate about this stuff. I mean, some call me a bully, really. But if I force people to, or if I bully them into, replacing their deodorant with a natural one, with getting a plant spray with water and essential oils instead of an air freshener, just little tiny tips. I find that if I persuade them, and if they start doing that, they usually find very quickly that they feel better, that it works just as well. Importantly, they find they've saved money. And of course, they also find they've done their bit for the planet. So everybody wins, everybody's happy. And then they sort of think, wow, that was really easy, let me do the next thing. And so we're all on a different bit of our journey, and everyone's at a different stage. But whatever stage you're at, there's always something you can do for looking for the natural alternative, really. That's my thing. I hate the word holistic, but I can't actually think of another one.
Yeah.
That really does mean it. So for me, it's the holistic approach. It is the 100% natural alternative.
It's looking at the whole of yourself and your environment and everything.
I mean, I
around
think
you.
I've actually found now a 100% natural alternative to almost everything,
Wow.
from nail polish through to baby wipes that don't contain any chemicals, which, by the way, never use those on your baby's bum. Very good for getting pen off the wall.
Yeah.
Don't use them anywhere near your baby's bum. So that's probably
They
enough.
look so pretty.
Nutty balls for now,
Yeah.
and they're quite Christmassy.
Do you want to try one?
Yes, definitely. Do you?
I do want to try one. I shall come and have a quick try.
Let's
have a...
Yummy. Pretty good, Quite filling.
Cinnamon's lovely.
Quite filling. Quite sweet. Well, very sweet. Yeah, a little bite-sized treat, and so quick, so easy. Coffee grinder, grind your almonds, manuka honey or agave syrup, bit of water, bit of vanilla essence. I use tiny bit of Himalayan salt, but you don't have to have that.
It's so simple.
That's it.
And that's what people need. I think your whole approach to everything you do is simple but effective, and that's what everyone needs.
I'm so
at the moment.
frantically busy. I reckon that if I can whiz something up that's really quick, everybody else can. Not everyone's got time to slave over a hot Thermomix, but I love things that are easy.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Janey.
Light shines in all directions, and your